Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. I'm trying to learn the ghetto knock. Something else a cop will do at finds. We just want to talk to you. That's the other thing. We just want to talk to you. All right. All of a sudden, you're Meredith Vieira. We're going to sit down and have a nice chat. So what now? So the kids are going to go to college, right? I mean, is that in the future?
They're still in high schools. I mean, my daughter's going to high school. They're going to go to college. Hopefully my son will get a scholarship. My daughter's really pretty. She's probably not going to need college.
Yeah, that's what I say to good-looking women. You gotta understand exactly the power you have, because, if you play it right, everything's fine. Everything's fine. You got a nice ticket there. It's hard saying that. It's hard saying that to your daughter, I'm sure. But you got to read between the lines. But now, where'd you grow up?
Astoria, Queens.
Oh, Astoria, Queens, yeah. That's got a kind of a renaissance going on, right? All of Queens is like Brooklyn, too. The food is great there, though. The food is great.
Astoria's changed quite a bit. Yeah. I live in Flushing now. It's a beautiful country, all Asian people.
I know Flushing, man. God, every time I go to Shea Stadium, that really is people. I mean, it's hard to beat the area that Yankee Stadium's in. That's just the bad part of the world.
Man, oh my God.
But there's something. At least it has character in the South Bronx. There's something so downtrodden and boring about what's around Shea Stadium. Like tired, places.
It's like a pond over there. There's some form of water it's like a marshland.
Yeah,
it's all built on marshland. It's not sexy at all.
No. It's got no character.
They're trying to build it up now. They want to build the whole thing. It's not going to work.
Yeah, well, every borough wants to have what Brooklyn Heights has, what Park Slope has, Greenpoint. And where I live in Hoboken, the same thing. But you need the best thing you got to have is a view. If you have a view in New York, that's the one unique thing. But they're trying to do the same thing in Newark. It's not going to work. It's still Newark when you walk outside. There's nothing that changes that. It's not going. Flushing's not going to change
until the team gets better. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I'm a Met fan. I know you're a Yankee fan, and I actually grew up a Yankee fan. I remember the day that I switched.
You were a Queens Yankee fan?
We went to. I was a Yankee fan, and I was a fan when we were growing up together. Probably I'm 45, so I was.
I'm 45 too. Yeah,
Thurman Munson, Willie Randolph, Mickey Rivers, all of them.
What got you to change? We
went to a Met game one day. We took the train. Shea Stadium was right close to Astoria.
Right.
And Steve Henderson hit a walk-off home run. Three-run.
Hendo.
And the magic on that train back to Astoria, I told all my friends, I said, listen, I'm a Met fan from here on in.
Yeah.
And I caught the wave, too, because it was like 1982.
Right.
So I caught the wave when they got better, and then who knew that this was going to happen.
So you were a fan in '86.
Absolutely, but I was already
you were ensconced in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you were a real fan.
Yeah,
and so you got to enjoy '86.
Yeah.
And what do you guys want, for crying out loud?
That's it.
What do you want, 28 titles?
Well, good.
I know, but the Mets they're an organization that is like, if their fans could revolt, it'd be bloody.
Yeah, but 2014 is going to be our year, though. You didn't hear?
Of course it is. Of course.
That's what we're saving up for.
When it started going bad with the Mets, I'm telling you, the Bobby Bonilla contract.
That was it. You're 100% right.
Don't you think so, Bro? Remember that Bobby Bonilla contract?
It's horrible. It was one of the worst of all time.
$6 million a year.
Now they're still paying.
They're still paying him now.
Yeah. Could you imagine
that contract?
It's like a 30-year contract.
So that it
was.
It's like the salary cap in the NFL. They wanted to spread it out so it's not darn much.
It's like $6 million for 30 years.
He may be dead when he's still getting paid.
I know, and then if the worst thing, he goes and gets a ring with the Marlins.
That's right. That was when they picked up everybody.
Yeah,
they picked up every good veteran player.
I forgot about that.
He got a ring with the Marlins.
That hurts even more.
Wow. But I remember Steve Henderson. Steve Henderson was a fun guy to watch. Righty, right? Real lanky right-hander. And they used to call Bob Murphy used to call him Hendu.
Yeah.
Hendu, Kendu.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the Mets, but it was a real condescending thing. I found myself, they're a cute little team. I used to say that. I think Met fans picked up on that vibe, and they wanted to hit me with a bat. But so you switched at what point? When did you become a Yankee fan?
Well, that day on the train right home. No, that's when I declared I'm a Met fan. From that point on.
What about a Yankee fan?
Well, I was a Yankee fan growing up until that point, and all my friends
were still
Yankee fans.
That was a Steve Henderson home run got you to change?
I don't know, man. The Yankees were slipping. It was right then. It was Dave Winfield and the whole George Steinbrenner thing, and I was a kid and I didn't really understand it. It wasn't about baseball. Those were the stories, if you remember, in the newspaper about Dave Winfield fighting with George Steinbrenner. I didn't want to have anything to do with it.
I loved it. I want more of that. You sold us out for Henderson Homer.
Yeah.